Alright, this is WWL's first video on YouTube, and we're going to have Let's Talk WWL. So here are the two White Snake players, Josh Bournet and Philip Bournet, came in 4th place in our tournament a couple days ago. Pretty good run, very surprising team, but we do have some big news on the way that we will cover later. So Josh, how do you feel about your first experience playing in a wiffle ball tournament?
You know, I was the youngest kid there, but it did not stop me from doing well.
How about you, Philip?
We may have lost. I felt good. I was throwing some good pitches somewhat. I was hitting the ball, hitting homers. I came here to have fun, and I did that.
So good. Here I'll say the standings of this tournament so we can have the seeds later. So we had the Eagles, which is my team, and number 1 won the championship. We had number 2, the Nighthawks, which is Kyle Troutman's team, a total height beast. Literally the definition of a height beast. He is a home run chain, dances, he is wiffle ball crazy. Then 3rd place we had the Predators, who did beat the Snakes. But the Predators are decent. If they could get pitching, they would be a real contender in WWL. And then we have the White Snakes, led by Philip and Josh Bournet, but once their star pitcher, Jake Hoffert, had to leave for the tournament for some secret special training. The fill-in Cohen Renninger did show up hitting-wise, it's just they didn't have much pitching depth after. So, yeah, and then there's the Bulls. So, the Bulls have 2 good baseball players on their team.
That's really all you need to know. They play baseball, can't play wiffle ball.
And
no pitching depth.
Yeah, no.
Can hit the ball, but without the pitching depth, they just can't do anything. So yeah, we're gonna go into our second part of Let's Talk WWL. So in WWL right now, there has been some breaking news that we've been discussing during this break. Now, let's give it up to Josh Bournet on his new organization.
Yes, so me and Philip have decided to part ways with the White Snakes. We thought it would be best if we just create each of our own new teams because we weren't getting along that well. Now, I think my team will have the best pitching, the best hitting, the best fielding, best everything, and we will be very good contenders for the championship. Now, my new team will be called the Wildcats, and we will be wearing purple and white in honor of the Vikings losing to the Eagles in the NFC Championship game. Here's Philip with his new team.
Thank you, Josh. I do think your team will be great, except for the fact that you won't be leading in homers. Kyle Troutman's Nighthawks will still hold that. Anyway, my new team will be called the Raiders, wearing black and silver.
And my teammates will be Cohen Renninger, Gavin Sarabo, and maybe Eddie Case. Back to you, Aiden.
Now these teams could be promising, but I'd still give them 1 to 2 years tops on being a real contender, because these teams have not been working on their craft. They just started wiffle ball maybe 2-3 weeks ago. Very good players already, but not turning out like the top 2 contenders of wiffle ball junkies like the Nighthawks and the Eagles.
Now, originally we were gonna stay together but create a new name. But so, in order to do the name, I wanted to be the Wildcats, and Philip wanted to be the Raiders. So we had a home run derby to see who could hit the most home runs, and Philip hit more than me. So instead of making the name Raiders and both of us, we just decided to part ways, and that's just what happened.
So, as many of you now may know, the Eagles are the now reigning champions of the WWL tournament. So now, I would like to see how Josh would like to describe this Eagles team, see how each of their players have been doing and how well they are as a unit.
Thank you, Aiden. So, the Eagles are a very good team overall. Great pitching by Nick, great hitting by Aiden, and great fielding by Owen. But I still think they have a little work to do communicating. What are your thoughts, Philip?
Thank you. I do agree with the fact that Nick has phenomenal pitching. Aiden hits dingers, and then Owen. He's the backup hitter, and he hit the game
Tying
two
two-run
runs
single in the championship to tie it up with the Nighthawks 2-2.
I have a feeling they won't repeat as champions just because I feel the Nighthawks will become a stronger team with better hitting power, especially by Kyle Troutman. So I think in maybe next 2 years they should be able to get another championship under their belt.
And also in the next Let's Talk WWL in the offseason, we will have to get Kyle Troutman over here because I've been texting with him. As a general manager of the Nighthawks, he has been thinking about making his own team and parting ways with the Nighthawks. So let's see how that would happen. But I just want to see real quick with them two how good the Predators can be, because they are very, very skilled hitters, their team overall, with 3 good baseball players who can hit the ball. So let's just see who can step up as a pitcher for their team. Right now, I'm thinking it's more of a Tyler Wenzel because he puts in more work than Nick Ruiz and Landon Farrell. But I'd like to see their thoughts.
Yes, Aiden, and I will get to the Predators. But first, I would just like to say I only played 2 years of T-ball, so I'm not that good, but I'm working to get better. Now, back to the Predators. So, the Predators have a good team. The best hitter is probably Nick Ruiz. The best pitcher at the moment is Landon Farrell, and their best fielder is Tyler Wenzel. But I think with a lot of work, Nick Ruiz could become a really good pitcher. Good pitcher and good pitcher and good hitter, just like Shohei Ohtani. What are your thoughts, Philip?
Thank you, Josh. Anyway, as we're saying here about the Predators, Landon Farrell has good pitching because he struck Josh out a couple of times swinging. If he is able to get his pitching under control and throw harder and faster strikes, he should have a great pitching career for the Predators.
There. And that's it for your edition of Let's Talk WWL. See ya.